Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a video on how I created this full vinyl wrap stainless steel tumbler. This is probably one of the easiest tumblers that I have made with Crystalac using Brite Tone. It was super easy to make, and as you can see, it has a very beautiful glossy finish. And yeah, if you want to watch how I created this tumbler, go ahead and keep watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm going to start off with just a prep tumbler. All I did to prep this tumbler was sand it with 400 grit sanding paper. I then washed it and then let it air dry. The vinyl I'm going to be using is an Orajet vinyl. It's from my craft stores and it's this serape print. I will link it down below. I'm going to be using this spray bottle to spray water. It's from Walmart. And my X-Acto knife as well as my Cricut scraper. So I'm going to start off by just spraying water on the piece of vinyl that I'm going to use as a wrap. And then I'm also going to spray water on the tumbler. Using the wet method helps with positioning your vinyl exactly where you want it. Since you're spraying water, it doesn't automatically become permanent until it dries. If you were to be applying the vinyl without water, it would be difficult to try to get it to wrap around your cup and not have a lot of air bubbles inside. If you were to make a mistake and you'll try to pull off the vinyl, since you don't have water or anything in there, the vinyl would permanently just stick to the cup, and if you would try to lift it, it will ruin your vinyl. So that's why I like to use this method, wetting the cup, wetting the vinyl. It makes the vinyl not sticky up until it does dry. And yeah, so that helps trying to position your vinyl exactly where you want it to be positioned. So here what I'm doing is just trying to align this vinyl. Since this is a patterned vinyl, it's just straight lines going across, so it was hard trying to get it to align as as best as I could. It wasn't going to align perfectly since the cup wasn't fully straight, so I just try to get it as close as I could, and then you'll see what I did a little bit up ahead on the video to try to fix the lines not lining up. So what I did was I kind of overlapped, made it a little bit just bigger than what the cup was. I overlapped the vinyl, and then right now I'm going to go in with my X-Acto knife and cut a line straight across. I mean, going down. You kind of have to push down real hard to where you feel the metal, so that way it can cut through both parts, both pieces of the vinyl that you overlapped. And then I'm going to lift that top part and then lift up that flap and take off that bottom piece that overlapped. And that's how you can get a straight line going across and have both the pieces of the vinyl meet. Here I'm just kind of like pushing water out that's still in there. And I'm also going to go in with my scraper and just scrape out any water that's there at the edges to make sure that that part sticks well. So using your finger, you just kind of run your finger through the cup, and wherever you see an air bubble, you kind of just push it out and it glides off super easily. And then wherever you do feel an air bubble that is kind of hard to get out, you can take your X-Acto knife and just do a little split, and you'll see the water just gush out through that little hole that you made. And then you kind of just repeat that process until you don't feel or see any air bubbles in your cup. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim the edges just so that a piece of the tumbler can show at the top and the bottom, and as well as so that the Brite Tone can adhere to the cup better that way. If there's a piece of the tumbler at the top and the bottom, I don't have a cup edge trimmer. I'm not really sure what they're called. I don't have one. So what I did is I grabbed a hair tie and I put it at the top and the bottom of my cup, and that was kind of my guide as to where to cut it. And then just using my X-Acto knife, I went ahead and cut it. I put the hair tie where I wanted it to cut, and then the hair tie just went around the entire cup, and I used it as a guide, and that's where I was cutting, and it came out pretty well. They do have those cup edge trimmers. I'll try to find one and link it down below, but this worked for me, and I didn't really need one, and the lines came out pretty straight. If you do use this, just be careful. If you do use the hair tie, just be careful. It did keep popping off if I didn't keep my hand, since I put it so close to the lip of the cup. Just as you can see, it kind of pops off if you move it. So just what I did is I kept my hand covering the rim of the cup, and that prevented it from popping off. But like I said, the cup edge trimmers that they have, I don't think they're that expensive, and I'll link one down below just in case this does seem a little hard. But I promise it wasn't. It was super easy, and the lines came out pretty well. So then just inspect your cup and just make sure that your cup is air bubble free. And yeah, so I did wait overnight to start coating my cup. You can do the same, wait overnight just to be sure that your cup is fully dry. So now I'm going to seal this design and give my cup a glossy finish using Brite Tone from the Crystalac company. This is an epoxy-free alternative. So if you're looking for something that is not epoxy to seal your designs, I will link this product down below. But yeah, I'm going to coat this cup until I am satisfied with the glossy finish. And it is going to take a couple coats. Each coat is added the same. I add the coat, let my cup spin for an hour, and then let it dry for 3 more hours. And then my cup is ready for the next coat. And I'm going to repeat this process until I am satisfied with the finish. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask down in the comments. Thank you so much.